Expanding their cooperation and collaboration, we welcome the City of Jackson Fire Chief Tim Gonzalez and the Summit Township Fire Department Chief Tim McEldowney. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Good to be here.
Yeah, nice to see you. And Chief, you are starting to look like the people in your department with the mustache.
Yeah, right? Pretty
Yeah.
cheesy, huh?
I don't know. That's the thing. That's the Jackson Fire Department. They've all got these mustaches. It's just a thing.
Yeah, it sure is.
All right. How about at Summit? You guys sporting
It's
mustache?
about 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I guess it's Movember. People are no shave. But last week, the city and Summit Township jointly announced that your departments are advancing toward creating a shared service framework. We already know you guys are working together. Like, how do things work right now? Because you might see a Summit truck in Jackson and vice versa.
Yeah, for the last probably 5 or 6 years since COVID, we've really been strengthening our relationship, working together. In most recent years, we've kind of brought the closest truck responding to. So if it was in Vandercook area where our trucks could get closer, or sometimes off of Brown Street where their trucks could get closer, we just kind of got rid of those borders and really leveraged on giving the best response time to the citizens. And those small steps have paid off, and we were able to get a resolution passed, unanimously supported by both municipalities, to really start working on the framework of an actual operating service agreement between both departments that are, we believe they're going to really strengthen the fire service in our community.
Yeah, I think the Station 2 is located right on the edge of the city and the Summit border.
Yeah, both the Summit Station 2 and City Station 2 are conveniently located close to the other municipalities. So again, City Station 2 on Prospect can shoot right down Francis Street, MLK corridor and get into Vandercook Lake so much faster than our truck coming out of Ferguson Corners. And then vice versa, our Station 2 on Spring Arbor Road can get into West Ave and Morel all the way up to the railroad tracks so much faster.
So that's a great cooperation example. It's something that's been ongoing. What's different about what you are planning and what you are envisioning?
Yeah, so really our mission is to unite our resources, strengthen our response, and be able to give the best possible service to our citizens. And so our next step is a phased strategic plan where we're going to bring stakeholders in, and we're going to figure out how we can bring our suppression staff and bring them together, how we can bring our admin staff and bring them together, and reduce the duplicalities that we're doing, joint purchases of apparatus together, really looking at a holistic way of upstream ways that we can maximize the tax dollars.
Do you envision one department?
I mean, ultimately, that is probably somewhere down the road. Right now, that's not what we're talking about. It's the sharing of the resources. Like Chief said, you know, we've got all the low-hanging fruit, the easier things to do. Now we're trying to bring in our staffing and better utilize our resources. With the cost of everything, inflation, the cost of employees, Summit Township needs to grow because of our run call volume is growing. Same with the City of Jackson. So to grow independent of each other would be way more costly than growing together, and then making sure that those resources as we move forward we're just better utilizing those resources.
So instead of both departments buying a similar type of fire truck, you just buy one.
Exactly, yeah, we'd be able to bring our fleet together, make it one fleet, and then strategically plan when we're going to buy the next fire truck and where it's going to be placed, and maximizing its use.
Can't even buy a fire truck now.
Yeah, the cost of fire trucks are over $1 million.
Yeah.
We have one that's been on order for 1.5 years, and they just pushed it back. We've got probably at least another year.
That's amazing.
So it'll be 2.5 years waiting for a truck to come in.
So in years past, long time ago, discussions about consolidation, Metro Fire Department, Metro Police, things like that. One of the things that has put a stop to it has been the participation of the people, the unions in particular with the fire services. What is your union's position on the further collaboration?
Yeah, we can't speak for the union because we're not in there, but I know that being a part of that, the unions actually joined about 7 to 10 years ago, just to show the fact that the solidarity that it can be done. And I believe that they're open-minded, and that's like we stated earlier, is bringing the stakeholders in early and being very transparent about what we're trying to do. And it's a partnership. It's trying to, again, maximize the most. And also, too, part of that is keeping our firefighters safe. Right. So being able to staff them appropriately where they need to be, and also be able to maximize our dollars so that we can equip them and have the right amount of firefighters to take care of any of our emergencies.
And it's one union, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
2 chapters, 1 union.
So this plan, you might look at Blackman Leone as a joint operation for fire services. Is there any similarities to what Blackman Leone does?
Well, I again don't want to speak for Blackman Leone, but it appears, or I think the way that works is that Leone contracts with Blackman for the services, where we're looking at not the city taking over Summit or Summit taking over the city. We're looking at making sure, again, that we're getting the best bang for the taxpayer's dollar, and no winner or loser. This is a win-win. We really are trying to strategically make sure that this is a win for the citizens of Summit Township, and it's a win for the citizens of the city of Jackson.
Yeah, there is no Leone Fire Department.
No.
But you have a long tradition. The Jackson Fire Department goes back to the
1843, yes.
1843,
1941.
1941. So the traditions and fire departments, they're loaded with tradition. So you want to preserve all of that history, the tradition, the name. It's all going to stay the same.
Yeah, we're really looking to bring everybody together and to move this place forward for the long-term sustainability of the fire service in the county, and again, being able to produce the best possible service.
Let's take a look. You brought some photos. I know you all work together. You've been here on calls, and you all show up. Summit, we have sandwiches for both, and we appreciate that. But many examples of your training, and it's already working.
Yeah, this is an example of one of our special response teams, our urban search and rescue team. They're doing a trench, but again, it takes so many resources to be able to go to a rescue like this, and we simply don't have the ability to do it on our own. So our hazmat as well as our special operations team are made up of both members from the city as well as Summit Township.
I think as a citizen, we all like to see as many fire trucks respond as possible. No one complains about that, and I don't care where they come from.
That's exactly the point I was going to make, is I have yet to have somebody at a true emergency look at what name is on the fire truck.
Yeah, people don't even know. I mean, they're not even seeing it. In fact, you had a Summit fire truck parked in front of the Jackson Fire Station 1 for a whole day, and I don't think anyone noticed. So you promoted some people?
Yeah, this was most recently, we do our promotions together. So Lieutenant Kuhn, the far right, was promoted, and we also have Lieutenant Will Drake was also promoted from the city, and a couple guys that came off probation their first year and they received their badge. So it was a special moment for them.
Well, congratulations to all the members. And I think 2 of those are winning the mustache contest.
They're quite official, aren't they?
Yeah. The other examples of cooperation that we've seen have been the countywide fire and EMS open house that you had last month. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yep, we're everything that we can do together right now, we are, and that's what this resolution really did, is kind of opened the ability for us to be able to do a lot more things together, which we were kind of handcuffed by, some things that we just really couldn't do. And so I think it's going to be really awesome seeing the next year what we can do to really show how important this is.
And these cooperations are happening, maybe not as official as what we're trying to do here in the city of Jackson. There is no fire department right now that is responding solely by themselves for a first alarm structure fire. So the paid on call departments, the smaller Spring Arbor Township, they don't respond to calls in Spring Arbor only. They have our neighbors come in and help us. Because our staffing at the paid on call level it fluctuates quite a bit from daytime to nighttime.
Well, hopefully there won't be any turkey fires this
We
week.
hope not.
Does that usually happen?
We're usually good for a couple. Yeah, we're usually good for a couple of those. Yeah, make sure you thaw out your turkey before you put it
Yeah,
in the deep fryer.
that's key.
There you go.
Now, your department has 24/7 staff.
Yep, we both.
Both of you,
currently share-
both you.
Yep,
So
yep.
you've got. Well, is someone in charge of Thanksgiving dinner at your?
Oh, I'm sure they're already figuring it out.
Yeah, well, earlier today, my deputy chief went out and bought the turkey, so they're
Nice.
getting them ready.
It seems like, and I know you don't want to speak for the rank and file, but it seems like the morale at both your departments has. It's never been higher. I can't remember when we've had so much. I would say examples of high morale in both your departments.
Yeah, we have an awesome group that we have just the ability to be able to be spokesmen for, but they think of so many things, and a lot of the projects all come from the rank and file, and couldn't be more proud of everything that they're doing. They're a young group, but they're energetic, and this is just one of those things that I think it's really going to be able to show the talents that we have in the fire service in Jackson and in Summit.
Awesome.
Sometimes it's us getting out of the way and letting them run.
Yeah. Well, great to hear about all this exciting news for the community, and thanks for coming in today.
Well, thanks for
Thanks
having
for having
us.
us.
Be safe.
Yes, be safe. Our fire chiefs for the city and for Summit Township, Tim Gonzalez and Tim McEldowney.